After 23 long years, we finally have a good Dungeons & Dragons film. Let's get into it. Hello there, Clapperheads, and welcome to a brand new edition of ClapperCorns. I am Nick Dorian. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Paramount's latest feature, Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. It may have taken a little bit over 2 decades, but I think we finally have a film that D&D fans all across the globe can be proud of. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I have never played a single game of Dungeons & Dragons, and for people that know me, shock and horror. But it's true, I've never been quite interested in that or the fantasy genre in general, but that didn't stop me from having an absolutely amazing time watching this film. Sitting next to somebody who is much more in tune with the whole D&D franchise than I am, I could tell just by the look on his face that this is possibly the perfect embodiment of whatever the tabletop game is. Now, as expected, the film follows our ragtag group of unlikely heroes as they set off on an epic quest to retrieve a long-lost relic. But as expected, they are going to face a whole bunch of obstacles and, of course, mythical creatures along their journey. This is possibly the very definition of an adventure fantasy film. There is so much going on, so much fun being had, that you feel like you are playing the game as you are watching this film. Every decision they make, every plan they write out, you are right there with them following this journey. It really does feel like you are watching a bunch of friends playing the tabletop game and just enjoying your time there. After doing a little bit of research, I discovered that the entire cast did come together to actually play a few rounds of the game, and it makes complete sense, and it shows because their chemistry on screen is unmatched. They are so well placed together, and each of them have their own powers, their own reasonings to be there, that it works so well as a team. It's such a team effort. Featuring a great cast of actors such as Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, Justice Smith, and Sophia Lillis, there can be a tendency to have somebody take the upper hand and become more of a focal point. But that's not the case in this. Everyone was equally matched, and there was not one time where you felt, oh, I needed to see less of him, or oh, I wanted to see more of that. Not at all. It was so perfectly matched. Having said that though, as wonderful as it is to watch Hugh Grant embrace his sort of villainous, awkward, sly side in the role of Lord Neverwhether, that was the only character that I wish we saw a little bit more of, which is surprising considering he's a villain. But I just felt like his screen time was just not as much as I expected, and if there is sequels, I hope we get to see more of him. Now, it may be the fact that I'm not that big on fantasy in general, but I did feel the first half of the film did move incredibly slowly compared to the second half. I think just because there was a lot of exposition, a lot of explaining and understanding the characters, that I felt it just took way too long. But don't fret, because the second half moved incredibly well and the action was fully in tune with what I wanted. At the end of the day, regardless of whether you've played the game or a D&D fan or not, this is a film that everyone can enjoy. They've included everyone in this story so that nobody feels left out or is not exclusive in that sense. It's very inclusive. So go and do yourself a favor. Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves comes out in Malaysian cinemas this Thursday, the 30th of March. I guarantee you, you're going to have a fun, amazing time with this one. There is so much fun, quick wit humor in this, as well as some amazing action sequences that is enough to engage you and keep you in those halls for the entirety of its run and come out of the cinemas actually wanting to play the game. I actually might do it now too. And as always, you can check out all our social media. It's all on the screen at the moment: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course YouTube. Make sure you check out all our social media for more updates. And I also co-host a bi-monthly podcast with Carol Mbaha and Amelia Chen called Geeks in Malaysia. We talk about everything and anything that is to do about pop culture: movies, TV shows, video games, comic books. We talk about it all. And we're going to have a lot of videos coming out soon, so make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more fun coming your way. And not forgetting, I also write a few articles for the media outlet Goggler. They write some fantastic articles and reviews about films and TV shows, as well as interview Hollywood's top celebrities. So make sure you check out their social media for more updates. Thank you so much again for watching. I am Nick Dorian, and as always, keep watching the movies.